I'm going to lose my man card from this. I know it. I know it. Hello, I'm Designl3ss. You know, the guy with the awesome hat, the cool t-shirts. Well, today we're going to be talking about questions that girls have gotten me to answer. And then we're going to be starting right about. Before I start, I just want to say that this is my opinion and my opinion only. If you feel offended or anything like that, please put in the comments below of how I offended you. Or if you feel like you need some more explanations on my answers, please put the comments below of what I need to explain more, and I will write it out to you. Thank you. First question. Why do men think they have the power in the relationship? Well, there's two reasons behind that. One reason, you have to look at nature versus nurture. See how he was raised mostly. Was he raised in a community that had nothing but men dominating? Then yeah, he's going to have the same mindset of he has to be number one. He has to be the boy. He has to be the man of the house. He has to have the power. Can't have nobody control that. That's what his mentality is going to be if he was raised in that type of community. Now, the second reason is look at how the relationship started. Did the relationship start off as him always doing the first decisions, always doing the demanding, always doing everything that was told of him? Then yeah, he's going to be taking control of that because he's being molded into being head of the household. Now, if you told him in the beginning of the relationship that it has to be 50-50, then he's just a plain asshole and you don't need him in your life. If it hasn't been stated 50-50, then that is responsible on you, that you should have told him that it should have been 50-50 in the relationship, and that's how you want it to be. If he respects that, then he'll grow more into the relationship, and it'll be 50-50. It might take some time, but he'll grow into being 50-50. Now, if he doesn't grow into that, then you know he's a mindset of 100, and then leave him. Because you don't want that in a relationship, right? You want it to be 50-50. Based on this question, it seems like you want it to be 50-50 more than 100% only him. Question number 2. Why do men like one-night stands? Just like every other thing, it's sex, it's fun. That's the reason why we like it. It's fun. And it's easy to do. Now, is the question, why do men prefer one-night stands before a relationship? Then the answer is clear right there. Maybe he just wants to have fun only and not the responsibility part of a relationship. He just wants to have the fun part, not the responsibility part of it. He doesn't want to have that part. And if it wasn't stated in the beginning of the whole thing, then yeah, it's his loss, basically like that. Now, if it was already stated that he already told you that he just wanted to look for, one-night stand, and you try to change his mind, then that falls on you because you can't change his mind if his mindset was already on one-night stands. Clear? Clear. Okay. Third question. Why are men afraid of a single mom? What is it about kids that makes men feel like their dick is in a vice and it's the end of the world? There's two reasons behind that. One, maybe he was a guy who always wanted his first kid, his first thing, his first car, stuff like that too as well. Now, if he meets a girl who has already had her first kid, or already had the first kid thing, or had the whole parenting thing first, then it's going to scare him. It's going to scare him away because he wanted to have that experience first with someone who hasn't had that experience at all. That's one of the reasons why. It's selfish, yes, but it is a thing that he wants to have. That's his preference. So he doesn't want a girl that, as a kid, just doesn't want it to happen. The second reason maybe is because it's that fear. It's that fear of, I have to be a dad after this. I have to be a dad. I have to be a father to her child. And it's just the beginning of the relationship. That's what he's thinking. Now, I'm not saying that he should think that way. He should never think that way. He should just think of just basically the relationship first and then work on raising the kid later on in the relationship. Because really and truly, I think you're just looking for him as the boyfriend, not as the father automatically. But we're not thinking that. We're thinking future. And you need to stop us. So tell us in the beginning that you do not have to take responsibility of the raising of the kid just yet, but maybe down the line. Then, we might have a different clear on that. But if he doesn't understand that, then maybe he's just not the guy for you, and move on. Is there a single guy in this world who's actually looking for more from a girl than just sex? Yes, there is a single guy out there. There is a single guy out there. There has to be a single guy out there, because I'm sorry, just sex is just not the main thing. There's other things in the relationship besides just that. Now, we try to move it towards that because maybe we're bored at the moment and we wanted to do something else besides, talk. We want to do something else as well too. Now, it might look like we always want it. Maybe we're bored, and maybe we're just horn dogs, and maybe we just want to have sex. Maybe that person does just only wants to have sex only. Now, if you didn't see it then you see it now. So you might have to tell him how you feel about it, that you just don't want this relationship just to only be sexual. And if you can't understand that, then move on. It's not for you. It's not the guy for you. Now, number 5 is a question of everybody, because everybody has been hitting me up with this question of, why do men cheat? Why do men lie? Why do men cheat? Why do lie? Cheat, lie, cheat, lie, lie, cheat, lie. It's all in there. It's just... Let me try to break it down to you with this question. Why do guys lie and cheat when they have something amazing right in front of them? We're idiots. We are idiots. That's why. Some of those men have those mentalities of just, we like to have our cake and eat it too. We don't want to end the relationship. We just want to have this part. If it's not working out today, then I'll move on to the girl who's working out for today. Then if she's not working out for today, then I'll go back to my lady again. It's the cake and eat it too type of mentality, and it kind of sucks. And if you find yourself in that type of predicament, then you know what to do. Bitch. That's all. Most men, or men that cheat, are very selfish people, and might be able to find signs in between the relationship. If you didn't find any signs, I'm sorry. But yeah, you could probably ask him after he did the effect. If you don't want to talk to him at all, I understand that too as well. But you should ask him too as well, is that what made him lead to that? Was he bored? If he was bored, then he should have manned up and actually left. But cake and eat it too type of mentality. Anyways, I'm gonna stop rambling. I hope these helped you out, ladies, with somewhat of man's thought. This is my thought, but I'm not saying men in general, but just my thought on why men do this. And I hope it answered. If it didn't, I'm sorry. And pieces. I'm out of here.